During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. Man, you climb the wall up and you just
Lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Bringing you news and entertainment faster than a golf cart in Parkland, Florida, and with more transparency than their new backpacks. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right, Revenge of the Cis Monday edition. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Is everybody good now? Did you march for your lives?
I think that...
Are we all happy now?
I think everything's solved. I think we're good. Everyone got to talk. Some people had to vomit. Look, whatever, man. Everything has been... Remember when this first came out and even just talking about them got you a fucking ban on YouTube? And now it's gotten to the point where they can't stop people from making fun of them because at this point they have become...
so hateable.
Well, not only that, but it's the term that Mersh coined, tragedy celebrities. That's what they are. And they're out there rubbing their faces and calling NRA members murderers and stuff. And it's like, at some point, you have to let people fight back, right?
Even regular progressive liberals are like, all right, dial it back.
All right,
kids.
calm down.
Relax a little bit.
Before we get into the march, this is
Wait a
related
minute.
to that.
So
Yeah.
what you're trying to imply, and I'm not going to have you do it on this program.
Okay.
I'm not going to have you sit here and disrespect these kids. You mean to tell me...
Don't tell me what to do.
You mean to tell me you're going to sit there all smug looking...
Yes.
...and tell me that teenagers, that the mainstream media built a political movement, a flash-in-the-pan political movement around a bunch of teenagers, and that it went to their heads, and that maybe, just maybe, teenagers aren't the most likable people?
Mike, I might look like Emma Gonzalez, but I'm not as dumb as she is. All right? Let's put that out there. Like your haircut, Toots.
He has the other super common Latino last name.
Yes, Lopez. Look.
They're like the Capulets and the whatever you call it from Romeo and Juliet.
First off, Leonardo DiCaprio was the other guy. Romeo and Juliet. I saw the movie.
And Claire Danes.
And Claire, yes. So we have to give a shout out to Prison Planet, Paul Joseph Watson.
Paul Joseph Watson. That was weird, huh?
Yeah, Mike sends me a screenshot. I was up in Jacksonville visiting family, and Mike sends me a screenshot, and he's like, "Hey, you won't believe this." Well, Paul Joseph Watson retweeted a story from RevengeOfTheSith.com.
Better yet, did not just retweet it.
Yeah.
Tweeted it out himself.
Yes, he tweeted it out himself, correct.
You know, to the layman, you may not understand the difference. To any of us who knows what it's like trying to get your shit out there, and with new algorithms and the way social media is, you know, it's like I could tweet something, and fucking Ben Shapiro could retweet it.
Are you still going to do his...
Conservatism is the new counterculture.
Okay, good.
Of course,
So we stay true to ourselves here on this show.
Integrity. To be fair, I've never really bashed him too badly.
Okay, I'm going to pull tape on that.
No, I've made fun of him. Clearly,
I'm pulling tape on it. Don't worry.
We have made fun of everybody on the show.
Yes.
I've gone pretty easy on him.
Yes.
Like I make fun of the fact that he worries about fluoride in his toothpaste, but he
Yes.
chain smokes cigarettes, like shit like that. I make fun of. It's hilarious.
But he did hook us up with a retweet.
Yes.
We got a lot of love. Well, Mike got a lot of love this weekend.
But it's like I was saying, if somebody actually, you know, retweets you, people still see you on their timeline. I don't know, fucking guy.
And I remember when Mike was writing, when Mike was sitting there, he's like, "What do I write?" And I pitched him this idea. So basically, I'll take all the credit.
Is that how? Wait, what?
Look,
Is that what you did?
It's a partnership. It's 50-50, dude.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me have my thing. But yeah, it was pretty cool. He tweeted it out. He quoted it, which was weird. And then the website had more traffic than it's had. The 4chan suicide video still did better, but obviously that's going to always do better because it's somebody blowing their brains out with like fucking Caltech. But it was still pretty, for an article to get that many
really
hits,
well.
It did pretty good. So, yeah, to my new pal, you know, to my bro.
Maybe we'll get an interview out of this.
PJ Dubs, me, you know, my boy.
Yeah. That's not what you were saying a week ago.
Following me on Twitter, whatevs. It's like we were DMing each other yesterday, just a little silly back and forth.
Right.
Between two friends, between two peers.
Okay, stop with the Pierce thing, all right?
Between two colleagues, really.
No, you're not even colleagues. Stop it.
I mean, it's clear that, you know, I'm on his level now.
Stop it.
I'm trying to be like the Parkland kids. I'm letting everything get to my head
immediately.
I am going to be senator. Calm down, David. You haven't even gotten accepted to a college yet, stupid.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Oh, God. While you're at it, lift some weights.
Anything. You know, though, does he not look like a kid? He looks like one of them guys that you could do anything. He could put in any amount of effort he wants. He's not getting.
Yeah.
He looks like he has those Bugman genetics.
Yeah.
I don't think he's getting swole.
He doesn't have a lot of slow twitch muscle fibers.
Yeah, you got to have good genetics.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Royce
Stickman.
has the Hispanic in him. I have the Irish in him. Like, whenever any one of us sets our minds to it for a few months, we can get in good shape.
Yes, that is true.
Because it's just, you know, it's like, yeah, your body's like, no, you're supposed to. Your body wants to be that way.
You should be doing physical things.
You know, but I'm just a stack of shit. But David Hogg looks like a guy, that would have to be on, you'd have to go on the old WWE
Yes.
program.
He would have to have the same doctors as John Cena.
What was the name of that place? Genesis Pharmacy.
Yes.
The one that was just, I mean, it was every wrestler, ball player, and everybody for a while was on their
Humongous.
Rolodex. So anyway, that was cool. I feel
Thank
really
you.
cool about that.
We do appreciate the love. It helps the show grow.
If other people would like to please tweet the article out, respond to other people's tweets with it. Get it out there. We're trying to get that fucking tragedy celebs thing going. That's our thing.
Didn't Loomer block you?
Loomer did block me.
Oh.
I don't know what that's about.
No, they say when God closes a door, he opens a window, dude.
But there's a rumor going around right now. There's a chance. I hear we might have Baked Alaska pop on the show tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Maybe he can explain to us what.
As long as he doesn't come on with a black guy, we're fine.
Oh, well, I've got some bad news.
What? What happened?
Our original guest slated for tomorrow is R.C. Maxwell. So
Oh.
joined by both of them.
I meant, I like him. It's great.
You know, it's just shocking, though.
Yeah.
You know, that white nationalist Baked Alaska, that fucking insane Nazi.
Do we
Him and R.C. Maxwell just kicking it in L.A. What a fucking skinhead.
Do we call in to request our background music with R.C. Maxwell now? Because last time it was Fat Bottom Girls playing in the background at the jukebox.
Oh, yeah. Tell R.C. Maxwell he needs to download the Touch Tunes app.
Yeah, that way you can put whatever you want on.
And then we'll tell him what we want.
That'd be great. We'll
I
take
like
requests.
Queen last time. I want to shake it up a little bit more this time.
Well, okay, so the big news this weekend.
Oh,
and by the way,
do guns get
first
outlawed?
off, you gotta love this whole building up of Stormy Daniels thing, and she does it on the same weekend as the way bigger news story, which is the march.
Boy,
What an overshadowing that was.
By the way, Stormy,
I have that for second hour.
doll face, bad timing. It's gonna get overwashed. I'm sure it'll come back up during the election. You get a little 15 minutes.
Well, she's a doll face in the way Chucky has a doll face.
But you're an attractive woman for the most part.
You're a handsome lady.
But I gotta say something. You're getting introduced to the troll culture now,
And it's not good.
and I've never seen more cherry-picked, unflattering screenshots.
Oh, yeah.
Unedited screenshots, but just screenshots from films where it's like, where look, Trump got you a few years ago,
Yeah.
and these are videos that were since.
Right.
It's not pretty.
Gotcha.
She's
Well-
very doughy.
There was a lot of kids in Washington, D.C., and no, they weren't figuring out how a bill works. They were marching for their lives. Well, I guess we'll... do you want to hear the protesters first or the kids first? Because I have everything. I pretty much have set.
Who do we want to go first? We'll go with we'll do the...
Let's go protesters first, right? Okay. So these are the people that are marching, not the kids yet. These are just people that are in, marching for their lives.
Hey guys, it's Fleckus. This week we're at the March for Our Lives, downtown LA. What's your sign say?
It says the NRA is a terrorist organization.
Very cool. You think ISIS is a
This
terrorist
guy.
organization?
I do, yeah.
Think Al Qaeda,
I do,
Hamas?
yeah.
Okay, so they're all in the same
That
category.
dude
to you?
has a
pretty much.
cartoonish
Brian,
overbite.
hello.
Yeah, I was going to say he looks like somebody and it's bugging me now.
Crackhead Bob from Howard Stern.
No, someone else.
Brian wants me to sign his MAGA hat. This is my first signature, guys. My first autograph.
Who even are
I'm
you?
Austin.
Oh, cool.
What's your name?
Well, I go by Doppel Bowie. Basically, everyone here, it could all be boiled down to they don't want guns.
Would you be down for guns are illegal?
Everyone.
Yes.
We don't need.
What it boils down to is basically everyone doesn't want their gun rights. Really?
I don't know why they're not taking this guy seriously.
Oh, you see, guys, look. Man, you want to talk about, people that want to shit on the alt-right all the time about optics. Jesus Christ. The left has an optics problem.
So this guy's dressed like a clown, literally dressed like a clown. He's got a thing that says hashtag never again, but with dashes in it. That's not how hashtags work.
He's showing us. He's holding a mirror up to America, bro, because we voted for Trump. We're the clowns, man.
Need guns. Lean more towards the all guns.
I'm on the all guns thing.
If you look at a weapon of war, if you could have an AR-15, why couldn't you have an...
Okay, first off, the Weapons of War sounds like a great WCW stable in the 90s.
I thought it was going to be the new Call of Duty game.
Oh, I like that too.
Call of Duty 17 Weapons of War.
It's just Kevin Spacey seducing kids.
Hey, lady. I don't know if you understand this or not, right? But soldiers and Marines, people of that ilk, they're trained to kill in any scenario. So do you understand that if your service weapon is out of ammo, your sidearm is out of ammo, you don't have a bayonet, and now you're fighting a guy, if you can pick up a piece of masonry and smash the enemy's face in, that piece of concrete is a weapon of war. You can't start regulating what is and isn't a weapon of war. I don't give a fuck if a guy owns an AR-15 because that's how he likes to open his beers.
Yep.
That is his... He's probably the most American motherfucker ever, and God bless him, and it's his right to do so.
nuclear weapon? I mean, it makes sense that you should not have a
No, it doesn't
really
make sense. It doesn't make sense, frankly, lady, that you are allowed out of your whatever fucking weird home that your grandkids put you in.
Well,
that
she's
they never
actually
visit you at.
37. She just lives in California.
It's the air quality. Okay, lady.
weapon.
Do you think handguns should be legal? Or
Okay.
Dude, stop. They're here. They're serious.
They're making it easy. Like, first off, he has a mushroom patch, wearing an army jacket, and the hat that the main dude from Jurassic Park wore.
illegal?
Yeah, sure. They could be legal. It's
Illegal or illegal?
legal as long as you're not capable of killing dozens of people within a minute.
But the majority of mass shootings.
So the gun shouldn't be illegal. So the gun, you can't add a fucking prerequisite like that. Yeah, you're allowed to own a gun as long as you promise to never kill anyone with it ever.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
The cops behind them who have guns on them that are protecting them from not getting murdered.
do use handguns, though.
That's a bummer. A wise man made a good point to me today. He said, we used to march for our rights, and now we have people who are marching to take their own rights away.
It's awesome that Worski showed up to this. I didn't think he was going to show up, but I guess he is there.
This guy's way more eloquent.
That's a good point.
Take rights away from everyone. It's very odd.
I don't think they know the difference between a semi-automatic and an automatic because they did.
Okay, dude, I know you're on our side here, but come on, bro. Take some speech lessons.
They don't even know anything. It's like, you know.
They know that automatic guns have been banned for a long time, and semi-automatic, that's pretty much every gun.
Now I have to go bake a cake because my friend's running for school council.
Hey, God bless this guy. At least this guy knows the basics of fucking firearms.
True.
Also, if you want a ban on semi-automatic guns, you're banning all guns, basically.
You do not need an automatic rifle.
Good, because you can't get them.
Is this Frank DiMartini?
You do not. My first act running for GOP. I'm gonna outlaw the guns. You know, you're running for GOP.
No, GOP. Other thing.
What's that?
I can't hear you.
I was gonna make the GOP California committee meeting, but I wanted to do it on the Skype. What's that? And my wife was at work, and I don't have a Skype account.
To be killing game.
Well, automatic rifles are illegal.
Semi-automatic rifle, excuse me.
Okay, yeah. Semi-automatic, obviously there is a difference. One trigger pull, one bullet. But I think when it comes to Second Amendment, it's more about self-preservation and self-defense, right?
No. I live in this country.
By the way, I am on the fence. He doesn't sound Mexican. He might be.
You know who else was on a fence or over a fence? This gentleman.
30 years, and I never used the gun, and I don't feel.
You can't pass the federal background check.
I was gonna say because I had to hear him a little more to figure out but he's Mexican.
It's L.A.
Can't use the gun for nobody.
What about the Constitution, though, and like the rights?
The Constitution is okay. The Constitution is like the Bible. You believe.
No, okay. Look, man. Okay, look.
The Constitution's like the Bible.
If you believe in your heart.
Jubilee was my favorite X-Men.
She shoot fireworks, out of her fingertips. She was really useless, frankly.
And you believe in the Constitution, you can kill people. It's okay, you can kill.
It's okay to kill each other when you're trying to fight for your country or your land, or
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
What is your point, no tits?
Seriously, what's going on here? Does it need a sports bra?
But when it comes to
fuck the NRA shirt, by the way.
She's one of them broads that when she puts a bra on, it adds fucking. It actually adds to her tits.
Let's see what David Hogbody has to say.
shooting you, then it's a crime.
The truth is,
it's like I don't want to catch a stray bullet in my exoskeleton. I get killed.
Fuck it, Trump, and eat in peace.
Can we get this guy on the show, please?
I think we could. It can't be that difficult.
Beachy's Trump.
Sign is reversible, just like the Russian-styled R that the NRA is indeed BS and is.
Why is it Why can't these people articulate any points, though?
This guy,
you can understand when somebody who's against Planned Parenthood. When everybody goes, "Oh, why are you against Planned Parenthood?" You can break down a 3-page reasoned argument as to how evil and insidious Planned Parenthood is, and they'll roll their eyes and blow you off. But you ask them to come up with any argument as to why they hate the NRA, and they're like, it's bullshit, bro. It's like the bodies of dead kids, man.
Their arguments, look at them. Look at them.
But that's their argument, and it's at least, again, you're against Planned Parenthood. You'll see people that go like, yeah, I'm against Planned Parenthood because they take money and they cry poverty. They say they don't use money for abortions, but then they do. Then they sell baby parts or they throw them in incinerator. There's all these reasons, and they go, whatever, bigot.
I don't understand why the Hound is so against weapons here because he loves them in the show.
It's like the hipster Hound.
Yeah,
this would be like how the actor is when he's off set.
Funneling Russian money to have gotten Trump elected, so we got to get this guy out of office.
All right, there's a new theory.
The NRA has been touching base with the Russian pro-gun movement.
Everything's Russia, man.
Do you notice this is a new thing now?
It's Russia.
By the way, you fucking idiots, a few years ago, all you liberals were commie Russians. You remember that? The Russian scourge. Back then, it was all liberals that were all pro-commie. You guys should fucking love it. You guys should fucking love them.
That was then, and this is Trump. Done.
At least that's
Trump.
what I've heard.
CNN en español.
You know what'd be great is if he was interviewing a guy who couldn't speak Spanish.
Oh, that'd be great.
I don't. You got to slow down a little bit.
I don't understand. We got some more protesters here.
Of course we
I
do.
believe this is D.C.
To the campus of Forum. Today we're in Washington, D.C. at the March for Our Lives protest. We're talking to attendees about...
That was California. This is D.C. D.C. is going to be more intelligent than California because, look, to be fair, California has a lot of dumb Hollywood types. D.C. is where all the smart people are. So we're going to listen to them and see what they have to say.
Also the campus of Forum. Today we're in Washington, D.C. at the March for Our Lives protest. We're talking to attendees about what they want to see. And when they talk about banning assault weapons, do they know what assault weapons are? Let's find out. What sort of policy changes would you like to see enacted?
I think there needs to be a complete ban on assault weapons. We need laws in place that are going to prevent people from walking into schools with assault
Can you shut up? Fish is playing and I'm trying to hear them.
Also very bad editing.
Yeah.
rifles. Yeah, I think there definitely needs to be a ban on these assault rifles.
Any banning of any guns, I would be supportive of. To give up some rights to have assault rifles, it's like a higher priority.
It's a higher priority, bro.
Giving up rights
is a higher priority. It's a higher than
they are giving up
for a higher purpose than ourselves.
How nice do we have it in this country that people fight to give up their rights? It's the opposite of the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, they fought for their right.
Yeah, you guys
party.
want to give up your rights to party.
And people losing their lives.
Assault weapons are not necessary for home defense. They're not.
No, but you know what, ma'am? Quite frankly, they are necessary to shoot people. And you know what? Sometimes you have to shoot people. That is the dangerous reality of life.
Unfortunately.
Sometimes, in rare circumstances, a moment happens and you go, oh man, I got to shoot a person. This has to happen to save other people.
I recognize you're too busy being sorted into your Hogwarts house to fucking look up laws on guns. But you know what else isn't necessary? Beanies when it's 90 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Fucking scarves. Scarves that look like kitchen towels.
Yeah, I get it. I don't like the new live action Daria either, but what are you going to do?
She got fat.
Not necessary for the average citizen to have.
What laws would you like to see? What kind of guns would you like to see banned?
Just assault rifles.
Hey, go look at that. Fucking Joy Villa's there.
Oh wow, that's
hanging
great.
out. She just does fucking
anything.
She can blend into any crowd undercover.
Support the ban of assault weapons moving forward. How many of you would support banning the sale of assault weapons moving forward? Okay, so 5 out of 5 for banning an assault weapon.
All right,
Do you know
I
what
got
an
an
assault
idea.
weapon?
Hear me out on this, right? We push. I say we go for it. I say we support a repealing of the assault. We start some kind of new amendment, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we do is we start a campaign. We're going to get rid of assault rifles. Ladies, we need you out there to vote in droves with us this November as we put a ballot, an initiative to repeal the 19th Amendment.
I like that.
The one
because
that
we
is
need room.
responsible for assault rifles.
And also we need room. If we get rid of the 19th.
Yeah, you got to take one off.
We're not adding more. So we'll take one off. We'll get rid of the 19th. And then you guys pop in there whatever you want.
This video here is the epitome of why. I truly, and I know, oh God, Revenge of the Sith, those guys are wacky and they're always doing comedy bits. I seriously want to repeal the 19th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States of America. I want that. It has to happen. It has to happen. You guys are, look, I understand there are a ton of wonderful women. Most of them listen to the show. You guys are great. But percentage-wise, most of you gotta have it taken away.
It is?
Yeah, it's assault weapon. It's like I kind of do, but kind of.
Let's ban everything after the 5th. How about that?
Let's repeal a constitutional amendment this country was founded on based on I kind of don't understand what I'm talking about here. Do you understand that this is like me or Royce, bursting into a room with her heart surgery going on. And we just start barking orders at people. Grab this, pump 2 cc's of this. And they'd be going, what are you doing?
Get out of here.
You have no idea. Well, I kind of have an idea. The blood goes through the thing into the thing. I know what we're doing here. I'm on board. I crammed a textbook on the right here.
Don't like.
I kind of, man. Maybe we just burn the Constitution and start over. I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Hold on. Let's see what totally not a cop has to say.
For fuck's sake, man.
This is an undercover cop. I guarantee. Look at this guy. He's dressed just like a narc.
Oh my God, he is, dude. He legitimately looks like a guy. He is a spotter. He's out there just simply as surveillance. That's all he is. He has his coffee, and every time he talks to his superiors, he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm telling you, these fucking kids are out here. I haven't seen any weapons or anything."
It's just, well...
What is an assault weapon?
Can any of you tell me what an assault weapon is?
You see the way she recoiled? Like they get so fucking mad when you're like, explain yourself. Bah! Stop victimizing me.
I want to see what this anime character has to say.
Like, I guess. But assault weapons, like, does that sound safe to you?
Do you guys know?
I don't know, but you know what? Fucking, I'm certainly not gonna completely revamp the entire foundation that our founding fathers built for us based on something a weird little girl in a jean jacket tells me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Know what an assault weapon is?
Yeah, honestly, if you're asking me, any gun that isn't a pistol should be banned.
A pistol. So what do we mean? All right, now
Cool,
we're
hold on.
now we're cooking with gas.
What's a pistol, lady?
Pistol? First of all, what is this? A fucking, what are we, gunslingers in the Old West? I'm picturing pistols. I'm picturing like, you know, the one-shot pistol, like the
Smith &
literally
Wesson.
powder. They were powder,
Yeah.
like fucking like pirates.
the
would
mini
use.
muskets.
Yeah, one-shots.
Yeah.
Fucking, do you understand? She says pistols, and I'm picturing like Royce wearing like the bullet thing with a sombrero.
Okay.
And I'm dressed like
Walk 20 paces.
with a cow vest. Like, what do you mean by a pistol? Now, do you mean a semi-automatic firearm? Do you mean a revolver?
And you could only use the pistols at high noon.
Now, here, don't get me wrong. I like a pistol?
Yeah, pistol.
I like revolvers. Revolvers are cool. I believe she means revolvers. I'm gonna go with revolvers. I like a revolver because I smoke weed and I'm not a fucking sharp guy. I don't pay attention to a lot of things I do. So I don't own sports cars. I don't own an AR-15. Anything that like I'll veer off the road and kills me. So I generally like it's a simple mechanical tool. You open it up. There's 6 bullets. And you know when it's not loaded and you won't kill yourself. What does this bitch mean by pistoleros? Pew pew.
Any gun that isn't a pistol should be banned.
I'll tell you what's a pistol. You're a pistol, young lady, for being out here.
She's a real Spitfire.
Yeah, you're out here making real change. You're a real pistol.
Amount of people die by assault weapons as do car crashes in a given year.
Really?
But most of them are caused by Asian women,
No.
so if we're being fair.
That's not true.
And it's not true, I know.
That's a blatant lie.
That's a lie.
That is a blatant lie.
As what?
Do car crashes. It's a similar number.
Okay. It's not actually.
Thank God. Thank you for your service,
It's
sir.
not actually, though.
Who is this guy? Let's find out.
He's the dude from Campus Reform.
But I mean, it's more than
Yeah, he's always the one that does the man on the street stuff. We've
I fucking like this guy.
Isn't it similar?
No, it's not. So assault weapons account for about 3% of gun deaths, and car crashes are about the leading cause.
Okay, I thought that was. But a lot of people die by gun deaths.
He just gave her you're adorable, sweetie.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not that.
It's cute, though.
It's not that. I'm more and more with you ending the 19th, dude.
You guys know what an assault weapon is, though.
I mean, a phrase that comes to mind is like military style weapon. What?
Okay, but what style? So now we are discussing how the gun is designed, right? And I don't mean for how it's used, but how it's designed for the eyes.
His name is Cabot Phillips. Thank you, Dave Goss.
Can we please make AR-15s? I know they make that Ruger, very like the Ruger cousin of the AR-15, but can AR just make one that looks like the Ruger now? The fucking just wood grain. It'll just look like an old fucking stupid, farmer's rifle, and you could just go in and shoot up your schools with that.
What an assault weapon is? Yeah, it's an arm that, like a gun, for instance, that you can buy at a shop pretty easily.
So
that's not describing what it is. You're describing how to purchase it, lady.
So it's like a gun. It's like any sort of a thing that fires some sort of projectile that you would buy in a store with, let's say, credit card or cash.
Wouldn't you respect them more if they were just saying we don't want any guns? Because at least that you could be like, all right, fine, you don't want any. But it's this like this common sense gun laws. But when you ask them, name your common sense gun laws, they don't have them. They don't have them.
These people. Yeah, you're right. It's insulting, and I will tell you, ladies, here's why it's insulting. And it's not just these women, it's all these leftists. The reason why it's insulting is because you are not intelligent enough to also be intellectually dishonest.
Yep.
If you're going to be stupid, stick with stupid and honest, because at least you'll get a little bit of, pity. But when you try to be slick and you're not slick enough, you just come off like a fucking mindless idiot, a yammering ninny like this chick.
And I'll say this, like, I know we give boomers a lot of shit and stuff, but when boomers are outside of Planned Parenthood, they'll fucking spout off stats. Like, they're not like, what is, that 5.9 million babies in the U.S. have died in the last 2 years, and yeah. They know, these guys are just like, I don't know, guns, like, whatever, like, any gun that Jason Bourne would use.
Literally, assault rifles kill more people than car crashes and the flu and food poisoning and 9/11 combined. It's all true.
It's not.
I know it is, because I said it and I feel it in my heart.
Okay.
Because Emma Gonzalez cried.
Okay, I got it.
Her friends died.
It is, like, can cause more deaths than, like,
Stop.
one.
Stop it. Go. You should literally, your friend should take your sign from you.
And walk. And you should walk away.
You should go home.
I guess.
Do you understand that, like, fucking game shows have higher standards now for people than real life does?
Yep.
Do you understand if that were a game show, there would have been a duke, 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 duke in the background while she did that, and eventually a beep. Sorry, ma'am.
I consider any.
By the way, I guarantee you Cabot Phillips could bang any of these broads.
Oh, yeah.
In a
Is that his
fucking
name?
Cabot Phillips.
Cabot
yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
I like the cut of this kid's jib. Yeah, he's a strong-faced young lad. You know he's getting fucking. And the thing is, the way he blew off that girl earlier with the like, okay, no, it's not really though. Like, that dude is fucking liberal girls on the reg.
Oh yeah,
he is fucking some of these girls that will swear they never did.
He calls his dick the red pill. I'm gonna red pill some of these hoes.
I'm not even against just assault weapons. I'm pretty much against most guns.
I think that the Second Amendment at this time is outdated. I think that the
Sure.
wording needs.
Everything's outdated. You know what else is it? The fucking Magna Carta is outdated. Fuck it.
Yeah.
People's rights. in
Everything.
general. Let's just whack it all. Let's go back to a monarchy. Okay? It's going to be a rough couple of years while we all fight as to be king, but it'll settle down eventually, and eventually we'll come up with new ideas.
And you, spoiler alert: the people with the guns are gonna win. It's just spoiler alert, okay?
Needs to be revisited.
I think it's something that was meant for a different time.
I think the Constitution in and of itself is something that's outdated. Times have
all
changed.
because guys have to get laid.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
I was gonna say that. Yep.
We have for generations have indulged these broads with their yammering, they're fucking being yentas, and we just like, yeah, fine, whatever. And it's like now they really are empowered to think that they're fucking on the forefront of philosophy and socioeconomic fucking, logistics. It's not happening, ladies.
Maddie in the chat says this looks like Portlandia bonus material.
By the way, when you were out of town, I rewatched all the documentary nows.
They're
again.
so good.
It's the great. Anybody out there, it's random as fuck. But if you ever get the chance to see Documentary Now on Netflix, it
So
is
good.
Fred Armisen and Bill Hader at their funniest.
The joke's on you, pal. Been happily divorced for 12 years.
I watched that. I don't know why, but when you watch that one alone, it's just so funny.
That one is
Why
my
did
favorite.
he do
one.
it? Tell me, did he do it? You could tell me. It's
can
fine.
tell me it's fine.
It'd be so weird if he did.
I don't necessarily agree with the Second Amendment to begin with.
I don't think it applies in today's society.
I don't think it leads to anything good.
Good. The 19th doesn't then either. I'm serious.
I know you're serious.
You get one, I get one. Because you know what'll happen? We get the 19th yanked out with the second, and we'll push that second right back in again. You fucking delusional twats. They shouldn't be allowed in the I'm sorry. Ladies, if you're listening, you shouldn't be allowed in the room.
Here is a March for Your Life speaker who got a little nervous and her tum-tum didn't feel well. So this will be the first speaker. Her tummy-tum didn't feel well.
Me in the eye.
Okay, somebody added that sound effect. Somebody added that sound effect.
Let's see. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That was, For the record.
These are people.
For the record, too. Best fucking thing I heard about this whole thing, the best caption was this video tweeted by Mr. Mediker with the caption of, "This is what you get for letting Arby's sponsor your fucking march."
Yep.
I was dying from that. That was gross.
This is a great video.
I love the fading out of the clapping. Like, oh boy, she all right?
This is great edit. So, that was one of the speakers. So far, so good, right?
So they're doing all right.
We're going to get to Emma Gonzalez. Trust me, I'm saving that. We're getting to Emma Gonzalez, I promise. However, we got to talk about Not All Heroes Wear Capes. Our man shows up at anti-gun violence rally at the State House with an AR-15. This guy went to the march with an AR-15.
Are not a police officer. Yeah. We do not know anything about you. We don't know. We don't know.
So if you don't know anything about the guy with the gun, why are you screaming at him?
This is, again, let's go back. This is going to be one of those women bashing episodes.
Sorry.
So, sorry, ladies. But this is more of that Western women with protected status sort of, like only in America can a white woman with her kid with her scream at a guy with a fucking rifle. Like seriously, it's the only place in the world. Women have this level of like, you know, we want the same thing and we're going to fuck men and we're going to destroy this and that. Bap, bap, bap. We don't need men. And then as soon as somebody fucking brings, and they hide behind their womanhood.
Now, here's the thing. First off, this guy was being an expert troll. Well played, my friend. I got to give him that. Well played.
yeah.
Showing up there with an AR-15. Legally, by the way, obviously. He's 100% allowed to carry.
Wait, was this in D.C.?
I don't know if this was in D.C.
Yeah, it can't be at D.C.
No,
because
it wasn't.
D.C. guns aren't.
It was at one of the rallies somewhere. Someone will tell us in the chat, I'm sure.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, don't yell at the guy with the AR-15. The rest of us don't want to die because you need to ask for the manager.
You're right. You're right.
Call the cop. I dare you to call the cops. Here's what's going to happen.
Holding her child in her hands, screaming at a guy with a rifle. But he's the madman.
Wait till the cops are going to show up. He's going to show him his conceal and carry license, and they're going to let him be because he's not doing anything illegal. How do you like that?
I hope they. I wish they would have arrested this woman in front of her kid, taking her kid into custody too.
That's a mulatto-looking baby.
Yeah, gee, you think?
And my kids are here.
Yeah, I know, and he's there doing. You're allowed to do it, and so is he. That's how it works, honey. You're allowed to sit there with your kid.
That's not how it works on the left.
I don't care how what they.
Not how it works on the left.
Then call the police. So let's run through the logic. Call other people with guns to help you take away the guy who has a gun in there. Do you see the common denominator here, sweetheart?
Put them in a class. Have them take a class.
But the best part, someone tries to grab it from him.
Get educated. You'll change your mind. You will.
And this guy is still being pretty reasonable.
Yeah, he's being even tempered.
Yeah.
an American heritage.
Sir, what is your name? Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, and he just said it's none of your business what his name is.
Again, man, you hear a lot of guys here. I hear a lot of shrill women.
That is a good point, man.
Playing politics.
Yeah.
In these children's faces.
Holding my gun.
I don't
very,
want my
very,
gun to
very.
see this gun.
Well,
No,
take them
no,
away.
no.
Take them away. I have the right to be here.
He does.
This fucking dude. These fucking. I'm sick of the women and kids telling the men how to do men's stuff. Enough. This country is emasculated enough. Stop.
Do you want to hear David?
Is it more women?
I was going to say David Hogg, yeah. Do you want to hear David Hogg or Emma Gonzalez first? You pick.
Let's save the manlier one for last. So we'll go with
David Hogg first. Okay.
We'll end on a high note.
First off, I'm going to start off by putting this price tag right here as a reminder for you guys to know how much Marco Rubio took for every student's life in Florida.
This kid. This isn't The Price is Right, nigga.
For every student's life in Florida, you're blaming Marco Rubio, one of the most centrist dudes anyway to begin with, especially in Florida.
Can you imagine that? This is the weirdest Price is Right game I've ever seen.
This fucking kid.
David Hogg, come on down. All right, you have to guess how many bullets per kid did Marco Rubio accept money from? Closest one without going over.
Let's try this.
Is going to get into our lightning round here. And if you want to get in our showcase showdown, of course. And of course, it's like your typical showcase showdown. Like on one side, it's a brand new car, and then the other side, it's like a dinette set. A brand new AR-15. Clap, 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 clap. He's like, this is the worst prize ever. I didn't want a gun.
First off, I'm going to start off by putting this price tag right here as a reminder for you guys to know how much Marco Rubio took.
Okay, he's got
in Florida.
For the can of Campbell's soup, you had $2.79. Let's get a look at that real price. Bing, $3. You did it. And now,
All right, let's hear it. Come on, take it seriously.
$1.05. Okay.
And now, you moved your items around,
Now,
David. Let's
who
find
here
out
is gonna vote
how
in the
much
two-
you bid on the clear backpack. You had $12.79. The price was $19.99. Ding. Fuck David Hogg and everyone who looks like David Hogg.
2018 election. If you listen real close, you can hear the people in power shaking.
And David, okay, you're up next. How much do you bid on this NRA membership? I bid $39.99. Okay, and I'll bid $41. Fuck me, this kid.
Make sure the best people get in our elections to run, not as politicians, but as Americans.
Come on down.
Because this is not cutting it.
Disco dancing?
I don't know what he's doing.
He's pointing at his own March symbol. Was he not? Did he not just go?
Yeah.
Because this shit here is not enough. You fuckers, you really need to get militant about this shit. I don't know. Get some guns or something. Oh wait, we can't. We're not old enough to buy them because we just passed that law.
That allow the continued slaughter of our children and our future, I say get your resumes ready.
This Showcase Showdown brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Oh, sorry, David, you're not old enough to play in the Showcase Showdown. You got to get out of here.
This fucking kid.
But the prizes would have been great.
This fucking kid, man. I mean,
I like him. He's a good kid. He's out there trying to make
good-looking kid.
He's trying to make a difference. He's standing up to bullies, or at least so I've been told on the internet repeatedly because of my article.
Let me try this here.
Well, this seems more. He does look like a young Hitler. He really does, dude. I'm not even amused right now.
It's creepy, right?
Because it's actually pretty eerie. If we could just, you know what? After the show, I'm going to cut this up, put it on our channel, and I'm going to put it on revengeofthecis.com.
Yes.
I'm going to put this in black and white with some Hitler talk. See how long that lasts.
It's really weird how that fits in. So that was his speech.
So instead of calling them useful idiots at this point, can we just call them handy retards?
I like that. Someone in the chat says don't insult Hitler like that. Let's listen to Emma Gonzalez.
Now, finally, we can let the men speak.
Fucking about goddamn time. Finally, a dude. She also has the price tag on her podium.
Oh, good. Emma Gonzalez, you're up. Come on down.
6 minutes and about 20 seconds. In a little over 6 minutes, 17 of our friends were taken from us, 15 were injured, and everyone, absolutely everyone, in the Douglas community was forever altered. Everyone who was there understands. Everyone who has been touched by the cold grip of gun violence understands. For us, long, tearful, chaotic hours in the scorching afternoon sun were spent not knowing.
Who wrote this?
First off, I remember that day in Florida. It wasn't that warm, okay? It was kind of unseasonably cool. So hot. No, seriously. Right. Hot, scorching sun. It was February. Calm down. It was a normal. It was really nice. Very
You
tempered.
can tell that not only was the speech written by a grown-up.
Oh, yeah.
It was written by a grown-up who doesn't live in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, this was written by some out-of-towner.
Oh, yeah.
In the scorching sun of the Florida heat, amongst the orange groves. Where, Parkland?
Just
Not
get out
even
of here
any
with
trees
the fucking
there.
asshole.
No one understood the extent of what had happened. No one could believe that there were...
And yes, look, I'm going to point it out. I know a bunch of people have, but of course I have to say it too. The irony is not lost on me that she's wearing a Cuban flag patch. Her family's Cuban. And trying to take guns away from people. Hey, honey, you probably haven't got to this part in history class yet. You know the first thing that Che Guevara and Fidel Castro did? They took the guns away from people. You know that, right? Like, I mean, just to be clear, you are marching. Do you understand the civil rights movement was literally marching for more rights, not less rights?
Also, you know what, like the third or fourth thing they did? Murdered all the homosexuals.
They did.
So
he did.
I'm just putting it out there.
They really
but
did.
The gun thing came first.
That's correct.
He went, we need our children to be safe. Give me all your guns.
Yep.
And then they were like, take a bullet, homo.
Yeah.
So just for your own sake.
Just letting you know.
Don't tell me I'm not promoting hate. I'm telling you for your own good.
I'm Cuban, and I'll fucking say it. That's history in Cuba, you dummy. You dummy. You're 18 years old, by the way, now. You're not a little kid. You dummy. If you're going to sit out here in March, it's fine. You're going to talk down to me, fine. You're going to call Marco Rubio a fucking murderer and put a price tag. You openly admitted to basically bullying the shooter. You fucking basically said.
You did admit it, Vince.
You admitted it. You're sitting out there. You can shave your head. Listen, the fact that first I was going to say, how do people not tell this is just optics and setup? Because like we said last week, they picked the Burger King Kids Club. But then after you see some of the people they interview, the people are stupid. They fall for this. They sit there and they go, oh my God, it's diversity. First off, if it was real diversity at Parkland High School, 70% of them will be white kids.
Parkland
is white.
And you know what's funny? I know that area, but I don't know it as well as he did. Because, Royce grew up in the area. But obviously, since this case, I've done more digging. You just go on Wikipedia, and I mean, anybody who reads Wikipedia enough knows how to, read it quickly and break down things and compare it to other counties. Dude, I broke down that town, demographics-wise, not just race, but the average income in Parkland, Florida, is outrageously high. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, if you look at all the surrounding towns, it's pretty high. And then there's a spike in trust me, it's not this fucking beautiful, culturally enriched neighborhood. It's basically it's a bunch of whites, a bunch of Jews, and a bunch of Cubans that made it. Right?
Our bodies
That'd
in
be a
that
good description.
No, that's 100% right.
Guarantee her parents, everybody
They live
living
well.
in that town.
They live well.
They're all anybody who made it. That's it. Oh shit.
building waiting to be identified for over a day. No one knew that the people who were missing had stopped breathing long before any of us had even known that a code red had been called.
Yeah, because the police officer that was supposed to be there drove away.
None of this. This is all actually a case against what you're trying to say. You're fucking... Listen, all of these kids, by the way, have every right to be furiously angry.
Yes.
Because the system has failed them
It has.
miserably. I'll agree there. But to turn this into a gun grab...
But it's not the kid.
For 15 minutes of fame is pretty gross.
What's gross is that the left, the Women's March people, to be specific, is focusing their sadness and their anger to where they want it. They're using it as a weapon, as a shield. That's what they're doing. How is this any fucking different than when ISIS uses a kid? You know, like you're using children to push a political agenda because guess what? What are you going to do? You can't make fun of the kids because then you're the asshole, you know? You're the asshole. Look, listen, going through something terrible does not make you qualified to change a piece. Do you understand that there's people that are 80 years old right now that are still arguing and debating the Constitution and figuring out what the founding fathers meant? You haven't even gone to college yet. That just because you went through something terrible doesn't mean anything. Again, notice that they defend David Hogg, defend the sheriff's office. The FBI is fine. They failed, and again, we have a story second hour too where the FBI failed even more.
I hate that pinch-faced little prick.
So, I'll say this: it's fine. I'm gonna talk for every. I think every gun owner says, you want to come, you want to take guns. It's fine. Come and get them. Come and get them. Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's what Mike says. You pass a law to ban all guns or whatever. A lot of guns are going to be stolen or lost, and they're going to have to call them in as like Mike said last week, they were on my boat and they sank. Because people aren't going to give them up because the system has consistently failed people. Do you understand that? You cannot in the same breath. These same people go, they shot a black kid in his backyard because he had a cell phone, which is gross. That's disgusting. That shouldn't happen. It's fucked up. But then you want the same people that you hate to be the only ones to defend us. Do you understand that? Hey, listen, kids, I don't know if it used to be required reading material, but when I was younger, you had to read 1984. Why don't you read that book? Why don't you know it's a little difficult? Just watch the fucking Truman Show. Understand some things.
I don't know. I'd rather read 1984.
That's a good point.
Oh no, Ed Harris is in it. You
Yeah,
watch the Truman
Ed Harris
Show.
is
It's
good
not
in
too
there.
bad.
Yeah.
I forgot. He picks it up. He helps.
Yeah.
Does.
No one could comprehend the devastating aftermath or how far this would reach or where this would go.
Except for all the PR people in the movement that made sure that I still dress like I'm in a rollerball team.
Those who still can't comprehend because they refuse to, I'll tell you where it went.
Tell me.
Right into the ground, 6 feet deep.
Wow, very good. Very deep. Very fucking poetic.
You are standing on their bodies to make a point about politics. That's what you're doing. I don't know.
And let's stop pretending like they're just so fucking blindly ideological that that's the only reason they're doing this.
Oh, I know.
Let's stop it. These kids are famous. They're fucking loving it. They're drinking it in.
They're having people walk up to them with the Time magazine cover and having people sign it. It's like stars. You're fucking like stars.
Yeah. But we're, again, we're the ones that catch a content strike because we were so disrespectful in our coverage of Parkland when it was going on. We were horrendous. We were so evil that they felt the need to shut down 2 channels.
The article that Mike wrote is one of the only few articles, new articles going around today that has the name of all the victims. How about that? You don't even know all their names. I guarantee you don't know all their names. I fucking right now, pop quiz, name the 17 people, Emma. You don't know them. You're using them as pawns. And actually some parents of people who lost are now mad going, I didn't approve use my daughter as
Yeah, there's forgive me, Patrick Petty, I think, who was a brother of one of the victims, he actually tweeted something. You can actually find it in the article I wrote. I embedded the tweet, but he even yelled at her on Twitter, and he was giving her the business.
Yeah.
It's like, stop. It was the girl, whoever the girl was that was the junior ROTC member.
Correct, yeah.
Forgive me, I have no her name right off the top of my head, but she's mentioned in the article. But her brother was like, she wouldn't agree with you, and she doesn't want you stop using her name. You know, basically the old hood version of keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. So not everybody's pumped about this chick either.
They are. You guys have become little fucking stars because of this, and your 15 minutes are almost up. And then when they're up, you're going to go back to trying to get into college like everyone else, and maybe every once in a while in a 10-year retrospective, they'll bring you back on. Remember that little outspoken Emma Gonzalez? What's she doing now?
Now, these kids are Florida kids.
Yep.
So how many of them are going to end up getting arrested for some shit in the next 5 years?
I mean, I don't know. Probably a lot of them. But with that being said, we got to go to break. And guess what? We're still not done talking about the march. That's right.
That's how much shit there was from this.
And, well, we're not because
I did that.
There is, when there's trying times, you can always find people making tribute songs.
Yeah, we
for
talked
those
about
trying
this
times.
before on our show about
Yes.
how they always come out of the woodwork. And we curated a really great collection, I
playlist.
think, of just amazing,
Yes.
heartfelt tribute songs.
They're really
to the
good.
students at Parkland.
They're really good.
We're going to bring you the best of it coming up in
Yes.
the second hour. In the meantime, share this live stream right now while you're listening. Like, subscribe, share, rate us 5 stars on iTunes and Facebook. And, of course, if you want to donate to the show, I'll be perfectly honest with you folks, we have plateaued a bit lately.
Yes, we
if
could
you'd
really
like
use
to
the
help the
help.
show, go to Revenge of the Cis, revengeofthecis.com/donate, and you have any number of ways to do that. If you shop on Amazon, and according to the stock price, you all shop on Amazon. If you want to help us out and do the shopping you were already going to do anyway, go to our website, revengeofthecis.com/donate. Click on that Amazon banner, then do your shopping, and it helps us out. They throw us a couple of shekels. Thanks to vapes.com, of course, for giving me this Ego air vape pen that's been keeping me off smokes. And then I guess that's it. Also, just real quick, the article that I wrote, you can find it on revengeofthecis.com, the Tragedy Celebs
Share
article. Please share it, and if you can, actually, share it with other small media people. I'm trying to get more people to tweet it out. I think it needs to be seen by more people. And I guess that's it. Second hour, we'll be back with tributes to Parkland. If you just put in the code ALEX10, and of course, that'll be 10% off from our very already low price of $250 for every 4 capsules. Hey folks, this is Jay Leno, the star of the hit film Collision Course, and I'd like to take a moment out there and talk to you about the very real dangers posed by Zionism in this country.
I was riding around on my motorcycle out there in the Arizona desert when I was kidnapped by a UFO and sexually assaulted by aliens.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm gonna ask you.
From all of us here at Revenge of the Cis, we'd like to thank each and every one of our friends and fans for helping us become one of the fastest growing breakout shows on the internet. In less than 1 year, we have been able to bring you news before it breaks, as well as the funniest and most consistent political and social commentary around. Here are some ways you can help us continue to grow our brand. Sign up as a contributor by going to patreon.com/we're not sorry and pledging a monthly amount. Anyone who pledges $12 or more is eligible for occasional giveaways and prizes. And if you pledge $25 or more, we will promote your brand or product live on our show. We understand if you are unable to commit to a monthly recurring donation, but if you would like to contribute one time, you can do so by going to paypal.me/we're not sorry. Another unique way to help our show expand while also promoting your own brand or service is by modeling one of our shirts. Go to teespring.com, search for Revenge of the Cis, and you'll find plenty of options to choose from. Take a picture of you modeling our shirt and email it to revengeofthecis@gmail.com. That is revengeofthecis@gmail.com. Be sure to include a web address or a social media account for whatever you want us to promote, and we will feature you on an episode of our show. Since YouTube is now throttling our traffic and Twitter has us shadow banned, there are many other ways you can help without giving us a dime. Every time you invite a friend to like our Facebook page, retweet or share a meme from our social media accounts, or share one of our videos to your own pages, you are helping us to get discovered by more like-minded individuals who will join our ranks and help us grow. Rate us 5 stars on Facebook, Roku, and iTunes. Encourage others to follow @ROTC Media on Twitter. You can also help ROTC by supporting friends of our show, such as LA Werewolf, Connecting Right Radio, Radical Mothering, Folklore Americana, the Mad American Network, Wolfman's Activism and Entertainment, and the Revolutionary Conservative. Find all of these links and more by going to our brand new website, revengeofthesis.com.
In a world where our very way of life seems to be under attack from all sides, and our freedoms are slowly being ripped away, Guns for Tards is fighting the good fight to help protect America from its enemies by advocating Second Amendment rights for our nation's most vulnerable and often overlooked citizens, the mentally challenged. Our founding fathers believed that a well-armed, trained, and educated citizenry was the key to a free and prosperous society. But Meatloaf also said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We believe that Tards are our second to last line of defense against ISIS, and we at Guns for Tards aim to provide the means and the programs to give proper training and resources to Tards in your area, helping to make the country a safer place. There are over 40 million mentally challenged Americans living today, and by 2020, we plan to arm at least 10% of them. We want to get as many guns in the hands of as many Tards as we can, but we won't be able to do it without your help. So please, pledge your help today. Arm a Tard. It's not that hard. Go to www.gunsfortards.com for more information, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter by searching for Guns for Tards.
Gunsfortards.com. Gunsfortards.com. Extra rounds for folks with downs, helping to protect your town. Gunsfortards.com.
And now a woman who knows about shaming firsthand, supermodel Gigi Hadid.
All right, everyone enjoying themselves? How's that filet mignon?
Go ahead.
You know, we're all here for a really important reason. Because everyone should have
Randy,
a safe
we've got a
space
problem.
wherever
What?
they go.
Reality's here. He's trying to crash the party. Reality? Who let him in? Shit! Ooh, nice wine, huh? What do you think of that? You know what I think of your pretty flowers? There you go. How do you like that?
All right, buddy, let's go.
I shit on all of you.
Seagal.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Give me that, you stupid bitch. What a lovely charity event. I suppose you're all feeling pretty good about yourselves, hmm? What have you done? You've raised $300 by spending $500,000 on filet mignon and crystal glasses. Look at you, Vin dipshit. You say fat shaming is wrong, so in response you show off your abs. You're the one fat shaming, idiot! What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled life for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. Fuck you. You're all pricks.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis, the only show that tweets less than Kyle Kashev. Welcome aboard, folks.
That was good. Oh yeah,
fucking
that fucking kid just doesn't stop. He's like Anthony Cumia without the drinking problem.
Give him time. Welcome back.
You notice, by the way, Kashev, he looks like he hasn't slept lately. He's starting to get a certain Jordan Peterson look to him. He's got like the
raccoon eyes.
Yeah, he's got the raccoon eyes going.
Yeah. I saw Peterson actually was on Gutfeld this weekend. He's had a beard, and it works for him. I got to be honest. The beard works for Peterson.
He's growing a I don't give a fuck anymore
Yeah.
beard.
Like, what are you going to fucking do?
I'm worth so much money now. I don't even care.
So welcome back.
Just so you guys know, if we ever blow up huge, even if we have to still be involved in like the political entertainment field, I'm showing up to everything in my favorite combination, which is fleece sweatpants and football jerseys.
Okay.
Pretty much all I'm gonna wear.
I'm going to be dressed like Emma Gonzalez. I'm wearing army jacket with patches, and I'll be a lesbian.
Why don't you do this? I'm okay with that, but because you obviously you have a problem with the socialist regime and what it did to Cuba. Why don't you get a Batista flag?
I like that.
Yeah, but actually Dave Batista.
Oh, even better.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Perfect. I'm all in. Well, we're talking the whole first hour was March for Life. And we talked about all the people that were out there, how well-informed they were, all the wonderful speeches, and how people are today turning in their guns in droves. There's lines around the block. And by that, I mean there's lines around the block to gun stores, people to buy more weapons.
Oh, yeah. This is America. What did you think?
Oh, I know. David Hogg.
What the fuck did you think, kids?
David Hogg has sold more guns than Halliburton.
They do this every 10 years.
Yep.
The liberals freak out. They go, we're taking your fucking guns. We've had it. People freak out. The stockpiles grow. And then everything dies down. You're not going to get
Yep.
them.
So let's move to some positive stuff. What do you say?
The Japanese once said, you could never invade mainland America because, quote, there would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. That is why it's, they have drones and they have helicopters. Yeah, I know, but it's still impossible to kill 200,000 armed people in a city. It's fucking damn nigh impossible.
And the Chinese one says, me Chinese, me play joke, me put pee-pee in your Coke.
Those insidious bastards.
Yeah, that's how they invaded us.
I'll tell you how they invaded us. Through trade. Through substandard steel.
If one more boomer, I have to fight a bunch of boomers this weekend, was defending fucking the omnibus thing because Trump tweeted that we're going to have the military build the wall. It's not how it works. Do you understand that's not how it works, right?
We need these steel tariffs to ensure that our wall is built with American steel. By the way, there's no wall. What?
What's going on?
So you have to be able to see through at certain points for logistics. Boom. No wall.
So,
Omnibus.
Gang activity says hello from Istanbul. Well, I did not know we had someone listening from Istanbul, but wasn't it once Constantinople?
It's still Constantinople to me.
Why'd they change it? I
hate you.
What?
Hate that song. Hate you.
All right. Speaking of songs, some people wrote some tribute songs to the Parkland shooting. What we're gonna do is, and by the way, someone says I got the "They Might Be Giants" song stuck in their heads. Don't worry, it'll be out in a moment. We're gonna play some songs that were inspired by the children's bravery. This song is for the first one. We're gonna go is a better way. Parentheses for Parkland.
Especially now.
Dude, it's 2 seconds. It was 2 seconds.
I'm sorry, but it's like, look, man, well, you can't do it. Like, dude, 17 kids, 14 kids died, and 3 faculty members. And this nigga's in front of a fucking blue and white screen just with his fucking laptop camera. Stop.
Are we gonna try this again?
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna try this again.
Especially now.
I'm just happy Judge Reinhold's getting work, okay?
Yeah, redemption high. After that, it wasn't a lot going on for him.
I choose to believe.
Great value, Dave Coulier, First Nation said.
I choose to have.
He also looks like, remember the guy from Whose Line Is It Anyway? The
Ryan Stiles.
No, Colin, the other guy.
Oh yeah, yes. You're right.
Actually, he looks like they're fucking offspring if they both had a kid.
They both got into that fly machine.
In this world I see.
Okay, look, man.
I know together.
Mercer's wiping tears away.
Also, Soundwave in the chat. Very, very fucking good point. It looks like Paul Nehling.
Oh my God!
Did you think this? Hey, Paul, did you think this was gonna get you elected?
We can find a way to make tomorrow.
I don't like the fact that this faggot's trying to sound like Bon Iver, you know? It's not a natural male voice. Stop it, stupid.
Dark clouds will come.
Damon Scott goes, copyright strike incoming. Bring it. I'll fight it. You could all sue me. All of you could sue me. All of you could sue me.
Literally. Oh my God.
And dark clouds will go. Hard rains will fall.
This makes the Parkland shooting seem fucking merciful.
Cold winds will blow.
You bet they will.
But the shining sun.
Fucking cold winds are blowing through this guy's YouTube account. Did you see how many hits this had?
Yeah, Scott Peterson's 2,000 miles away already.
This fucking asshole, he thought he was going to make a song for Parkland and he was going to take off. Didn't you think that's stupid?
We'll forever stay. Let's make tomorrow.
Let's get it started in the whole
a better day.
I'd rather be gunned down on my way to lacrosse practice in fucking Marjorie Stoneman High School than listen to this fucking asshole.
And hurry up, they need the room. They need the room for a beheading video later.
Just one little seed. Think what it can become.
Jesus Christ, I want to organize a march to Outlaw Guitars. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy and his hairline.
It's like Paul Simon's Quest.
You realize, you fucking cringy assholes, you almost make these tragedies worth it.
And this is just the first one. This is just the first one.
Oh, my fucking stomach hurts.
A mighty forest standing tall in the sun. If we stand together.
You know what this is, man? I picture the song being played, but in my head, there's shots to like the American Idol fucking judges just unimpressed.
Little pitchy dog.
All right, I had a couple of problems with it.
Katy Perry keeps trying to kiss him.
Come here, I want to make all the other guys with guitars and alcohol.
Do you have any pills?
Pills.
So that was the first one. That was from Song Drops, A Better Way for Parkland. The next one is...
if you guys want to, of course, head on over there and show them some love.
Yeah. The next one with a whopping 148 views is Spencer Carter with a K.
Now this one he actually talks about it a little bit first.
Okay.
Opens up, so.
This is Parkland, an original song.
Good evening. I'm Spencer Carter. I just wrote another protest song.
What's the matter? It's a protest song, bro.
This is the first time I've ever played a video and wanted it to be a robot voice.
Hey, protest song, bro. Fucking Bob Dylan of our time over here.
Okay.
Give him a fucking
Bob
chance.
Dylan's still alive.
Well, that
After
remains to be
hearing
proven.
the news about that tragedy at a high school shooting in Parkland, Florida, that claims 17 innocent lives. My thoughts and prayers go to the families of the victims of those 17
let's be
who
fair.
lost their lives.
It was
and
15.
the
It was 16 innocent lives, and I heard one of them was possibly a diddler. So I don't know.
Oh boy.
No, I'm kidding.
who also wounded as well. Violence is never the answer. That's why I wrote this protest song called Parkland. I'm gonna play it on my guitar.
On his Git fit.
Post his lyrics so I can sing along.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
we
can sing along?
Parkland, Florida.
Don't you need to know the
My
fucking?
thoughts and
Don't you
prayers.
need
Right
to know
there.
Yeah, but don't you need to know the fucking melody of a song to sing along to it?
That's a good point. La 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 la
La la la la la. Is this a fucking Coen Brothers movie?
Valentine's
What I like like is how his voice is perfectly in tune with the guitar. The guitar's not overpowering his voice at all.
Well, it's because he's recording it on his laptop mic, which means he's got his guitar right
closer
next
to
to
it.
the
Yep.
goddamn
Mic.
laptop.
Yep.
Let's be fair, also, vocally, this guy would have fit in perfectly in the 90s. He would have been a superstar in the 90s. Man, in the gym class.
This might just be the other guy from Blind Melon.
Blood on the gym class floor. I'll do heroin.
"17 dead at a school in Parkland." Parkland Town.
Parkland Town. Well, he's doing it, yeah, bro. Like, like the old, almost like a John Mellencamp kind of vibe to it. Hold on in Parkland Town. Like a Bruce Springsteen. Boy, by the way, this fucking guitar riff isn't redundant at all. Holy shit. This guy makes fucking the Ramones look like Joe Satriani.
Fucking, he sounds like every drunk guy at a college party who plays the guitar.
Seriously. Oh, whose guitars can I play? I guess so,
I guess,
man.
dude,
Nobody
we're
was
talking,
really hoping
though.
you would.
Oh my god. I was gonna do that.
Far out, man. This is so bad. It's so redundant. It's just literally going ding, 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 ding.
Damon Scott, sick bridge, bro.
Sick bridge, bro. All right, all he needs is a good percussionist.
Soundwave, this guy sounds like he'd accept a half-smoked cigarette gladly. All right.
What's the matter? You don't like even more autistic Jack Black?
That was
or Jack White?
Spencer Carter, Parkland.
Oh, good. Good song. Good title.
Unoriginal
Strong.
song.
You're going to get those hits, man. You're going to get them clicks coming in.
This one is called Another 17.
Jesus Christ.
Song for Parkland.
The fuck happened to Katie Lang and Melissa Etheridge?
This one's by Emma's Revolution.
Jesus Christ.
So let's hear this. Let's hear this.
That's what Katy Perry looks like without makeup.
To be fair, the one on the right looks, that's what Jimmy Kimmel looks like without makeup.
All right, well, at least these lesbian art teachers can actually play guitar. So they're...
That's fair.
And they mic'd themselves. Like, not
Another
as...
17
Okay.
dead, and you send thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
It's just...
Wait, hang on. Let fucking poor man's Lilith Fair do their thing here.
All right.
And prayers, another 17 dead. Today, another school, another shooter.
Harmonizing, bro.
Raylan Givens as I live and breathe.
Another classroom, another death within matter in your youth.
Turn the page.
They look like, they seriously do, though. They look like a lesbian couple from Asheville, North Carolina that would go to, like, an open mic on Tuesdays, and everybody hates them, but at the same time, they bring really good pot.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, no, they bring pot brownies. And then, but you got to listen to them bitch about Trump for 4 hours. It's the worst.
Feel the hunger, feel the heartbreak, feel the emptiness that lingers, till the anguish and the anger, feel the hollow sound.
Is everybody tone deaf? It's like everybody's singing like they just had an AR-15 go off next to their ear.
This is fucking terrible.
I'm just glad Al Franken's found something to do.
They only shop at farmers markets.
Another 17 days, and you send thoughts and prayers. Another 17 days.
I think the one on the left was that Sarah McLaughlin old to be trying to get famous on YouTube. Sorry.
I think this is 3 non-menstruating blondes.
Fucking Ani DeFrankly, dear, you're not a great musician. Fucking words. Stink. And also, don't anybody start coming after us like these people are just pouring their hearts out. They're trying to get fucking clicks off the Parkland thing, so stop.
Well, let's see what Alanis Dulessetz has to say.
Another cold-hearted Congress, another payoff, another handshake, another debt really pierced through your
These look like the kind of like chicks that are like two old lesbos that live together but in a 2-room apartment because one of the lesbos kids still doesn't know she's gay.
I like Stevie Nickelbags. This is great.
These are the fucking words.
Hear the crying, hear the screaming, hear the
I'd rather not. I mean, I'd rather hear that than this fucking song, frankly. Dude, honestly, I would rather listen, if you rounded up everybody in my own family and locked them in Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School and then started shooting at them, I'd rather listen to that than this stupid song.
in the darkness till the grieving of the mothers.
You don't like Sheryl Crow's feet?
Oh, God.
Oh,
damn
fuck.
it.
Always in your ears.
Soundwave. The one on the left could get it, though. So good.
Stop the numbness.
I can't anymore with them.
Stop the numbness, bro.
I can't. I'm fucking numb to this bullshit.
Okay.
This emotionally manipulative horseshit.
So, listen. What would...
Did we save the best one for last?
Oh, we did, my friend.
There was one. Can we set this up?
Sure.
So we're digging up, clips for this bit where we wanted to find the worst Stoneman Douglas tribute songs. Royce goes, find me a rap one. There's got to be a rap one. And I'm like, there's no fucking way there's a rap one.
1 minute later, he goes...
Not even.
Yeah,
you
less.
were cooking something.
Maybe 10 seconds later, he goes, I found one.
No, I said, hey, did you say you wanted a rap one? And he goes, yeah. And I go, okay, I think I found one. And I think it's probably the greatest thing I've ever seen.
This one is Stoneman Douglas school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Tribute for the victims and their families. This song is by the Honorable Solo D.
And I'm going to, look, I've already told you I did extensive research into the demographics of Parkland.
He did.
I'm willing to bet, based on my research, that Solo D is not from Parkland.
No. He's from Pompano Beach.
Or Margate.
All right. Hillsboro. Let's play it.
Listen, before we get started, before we all the way turn up, y'all know something very serious happened last week in our own community up there in Parkland. right? So what I need for everybody be silent real quick.
They're at the University of Miami because I think they're at one of the campuses. Was what it looks like.
I need everybody to put two fingers in there
they
right
are.
now for everybody in Parkland. Run that for me.
Oh God, why does he gotta be wearing all the U stuff? God damn it. That just makes it even harder because I really like the Hurricanes, but this guy's gonna make me hate them.
Put them twos up. Everybody
has done an amazing job responding to this.
To be fair, they're just dressing up like the venue.
That's a
They're
good point.
not, they're not. They shouldn't sully your team. They're just at the thing and they're wearing all the dumb shit.
Give them a chance.
Everybody was an equal amount of supportive and believing and inspired. And we're going to use this to try and make something better out of it. Do you really think change is possible?
Before we even look,
sure.
It's I think in this very quick first snippet, we've already established that this piece of shit went and filmed a rap video in front of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High
Yes,
School.
he did.
While mourners were present at a memorial.
Yes.
And if you look at the video description, he says he filmed this 2 days after the tragedy.
After the tragedy. Hey, question, Mike.
It's okay.
Do you think Tracy Hipsham, the realtor, knew what she was getting into when she bought ad space on this fence?
Oh no, poor Tracy is having a tough month.
Because you know what they do, a lot of schools like they will rent out to make some extra cash.
Yeah.
They'll rent out their fence space to like realtors or whatever or stuff like that.
Yeah, and local business people gobble it up because it looks good.
It looks
It's like,
good.
Give them money to school.
You give money to
Nobody's
school,
gonna be
exactly.
bad if the local pizzeria.
Do you think that she knew when she made her buy, sell, rent ad?
I bet that whoever sold it to her was like, this is like the best location. It's right by the entrance. So, I mean, a lot of visibility. And she's like, that spot is perfect.
Possible or do the kind of take you more? Everything I've heard where we can't do anything and this is just out of our
Yeah, 18 to get an AR. So many signs on the radar, but nobody listen. 917 victims that's no longer living. Won't get a second chance in life, it had a fatal ending. I don't cry and my eyes get blurred. When a coward gets a gun, people die too early. I got two boys that got me worrying now. Last thing a parent want to do is bury their child, but now, instead of planning movie trips, they planning funerals. I can't imagine the pain, I know they going through it though. World praying for you, man, this shit getting too usual. I'm sending my love from the studio, and the aim is to lead a killer nameless, and make the victims famous, and hopefully provoke some change.
This guy's really good.
Look, actually, I was just going to say, he's actually not bad, and the production's not bad. But he might be the worst human being I've ever seen on the internet. Like, this is worse than Logan Paul, right?
Oh, yeah. This is fucking gross.
2
days after, right?
He's filming a rap. I get that it's a rap video. It's a tribute to the dude. But it's even... Could you imagine going... Me and Royce live maybe an hour and a half away. We could have popped down there. But...
This was a talk. Hey, do you then we were like, no, we shouldn't. We don't want to be gross. Let's not be gross.
I can't imagine the kind of pathology a person has to have to go. And other people went with him. They set up camp. Like, this was a group of people that went, yeah, it's a great idea. This might be the greatest thing ever.
From the range kids that stank in the shooter, make them cool and take the pain away. Think all the futures you can step away, so we pray.
And then me and my friend ran outside the class. We ran down.
So
He's literally playing interviews from the shooting in his song.
Hey, Solo D. If you're watching, and I have a feeling that at some point
you're gonna watch this.
You're gonna see
the way it's gonna be tagged. You will.
There is a thing we like to call, well, I don't know. What's the word I'm even looking for? Integrity, maybe, would be a nice thing. Optics.
Class?
That's one we like to use on this show. Class.
Restraint?
Thank you. That's actually a great
Restraint.
one. Restraint. Royce and myself have had times in the past where we did not show restraint,
That's correct.
but there are certain moments in history that call for restraint. Hindsight, brother. This would have been one of those times.
Not going to hit on you too much because, we've made mistakes too. However, in the future.
Also, you could have, look, there were ways you could have made this video and gotten some establishing shots and
Right.
things. But you guys set up a rap video shoot in front of the site of a national tragedy. You're my new favorite rapper. You are my new favorite rapper. Solo D is my dude.
Stairs, and then right after that, I looked back up and he got shot.
Right below me on the first floor, I heard shooting and I saw two guys running. I went to make a right and I just ran and I had my foot back on my...
The things that we've been fucking hit for and the things that are out there, it's sometimes I'm going to say, it's not fair.
Right.
This isn't fair.
This is egregious.
This isn't fair.
This is egregious.
And don't get me wrong. I don't want him to get any strikes or anything. Don't do that. No way. But my point is, I don't understand how this works anymore.
Why are we bad guys?
In case I got shot from the back, it was both in my book bags and my book. I ran.
Look, into their families, our heart goes. Thinking the gene I'ma talk to. And all the dreams she'll never get to follow. Jamie Gutenberg, Alyssa Allendale, both 14. Never get a chance to conquer their dreams. Aaron Price was prepared to fight.
All right, let's give him credit. At least he's saying the names of the victims. You got to give him credit. He is doing that.
We're gonna add a point and deduct a point.
Okay.
I'm with Royce. We're gonna add a point, cool point in your book, Solo D, for naming the victims. You're probably one of 3 people in the media who've done
Nobody
that.
else in the other songs did that either.
I'm deducting a point because did you really post up outside the school when the kids were getting out? And
Yes.
film them like.
Sacrifice his own life. You a hero in all our sight. Got beat where the people see you. Bless the students you save. May your courage start a movement today. Nicholas D and Coach Hickson. Thanks to gunshots, they both missing. I pray your death will promote wisdom. Elena Petty and Luke Hoyer. We know your names now, we do more you. We'll keep it true for you. Martin Duquesne and Peter Wayne. Through candle lights, we can see your name. I hope you...
Okay, I'll say this.
I can't shit on that. I'm not. It's corny.
But
I can't shit on the guy for this part.
he's doing the thing that we said nobody else is doing, so you have to give him credit for that. I mean, you do.
This is still extremely...
it is.
I will say this. Still extremely poorly executed, extremely bad taste. But I'm starting to turn around on this guy. I think that his heart might have been in the right place.
I think his heart was in the right place. It was just poorly executed. Farmer's Boy says the chipmunks add a certain gravitas, I feel.
Yeah, you got to get that... I like it. It's got that old, honestly, I haven't heard the old chipmunk thing since like the Rockefeller, like Beanie Siegel, Freeway era. So I like it.
See the flames, Alex Shackler, Helena Ramsey, Kara Laughlin, we all family on this corrupted planet. Tears for Metal Pilot, these mass shootings get so catastrophic. Pray for knowledge so one day we stop it. Joaquin Oliver and Carmen Centro, press it.
All right.
God damn it, I wanted to hate
and
this
now
guy.
I turned around on him because we have to
I
be
can't
morally
now.
honest.
I can't hate him now.
Again, his quality is better than the other songs we heard. We have to say that. The quality is better. He's not it's not a laptop mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, man. Again, very bad. I still think that the finished product was a bad probably
the video
distasteful. But again, his heart was in the right place. Man.
Yeah.
I can't hate this fucking guy. Go give him some likes today.
Yeah,
I can't even. You know what I mean?
You can't.
Go smash the like button for Solo D, because
he's saying the names. He's doing more than CNN or David Hogg or any of them are doing.
I wanted this shit on this guy. I guess he turned us around on him.
Yeah. God damn it. All right. We thank you for your service, Solo D. Damn it.
Fucking killed our bit. No, I won't be mad at him because I killed our bit.
That's fair.
It was a good bit.
I don't like having integrity. It's terrible.
It sucks. Remember back in the day, we would have just kept smashing
We would have
them?
kept going, but now you have integrity. It's this weird thing.
We would have made up our own raps with the names.
Yeah.
That probably, well, back then it wouldn't have gotten us kicked off.
No. Eagles of Death Metals, Jesse Hughes slams March for Our Lives protesters. Yeah, but it's not like he was involved in a big terrorist thing or anything. Eagles of Death Metal, which, by the way, is actually a pretty good band. Jesse Hughes, a survivor of mass shooting incident, called the students of Douglas High School disgusting, vile abusers of the dead for participating in the March of Our Lives protest. Oh, that's what we said. Hughes penned his tirade in a caption of an Instagram post that mocked gun control and the efforts for stricter gun laws. Obviously, the best thing to do to combat chronic abusers and disregarders of the laws, like the laws against murder, is to pass another law, Hughes wrote. But before we pass this law, we're going to degenerate the memory, and cause ourselves by exploiting the death of 16 of our fellow students for a few Facebook likes and some media attention. He said, look how well civil rights abuse as it concerns firearms helped to protect me and my friends in Paris. Hughes added, Eagles of Death Metal were on stage at Paris Bataclan on the night of November 13, 2015, when armed terrorists stormed the venue and killed 89 people, including the band's merchandising manager. As a survivor of the mass shooting, I can tell you for the first-hand experience that all of you protesting and taking days off from school insult the memory of those who were killed and abused, and insult me and every other lover of liberty by your every action, Hughes wrote. Good.
God bless you, sir. Yeah, they were the ones that, remember, they had the attack at their concert in France.
Yep, 89 people were killed. He said, I've always believed in the motto. I may not agree with what you're saying, but I die for your right to say it. Saddens me to see so many have this motto for the... not many have this motto for the same, he wrote. I'm going to start a second Instagram where I shall put my political beliefs. I love every lover of rock and roll, and every lover of rock and roll is welcome here. Check your politics at the door. I'll start with myself. I'll get him on the show in a fucking heartbeat.
That is fucking really cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of, everybody wants to talk about, oh, God, you're so brave.
Right.
You're so brave. Like, but they always call people brave for, like, parroting leftists. You donated money to Planned Parenthood? You're so brave. Like,
super brave.
No, this is a guy in the fucking, who lives in LA basically, and he's from California, who fucking is like rock, record label guy. You think that was that was brave. That was a ballsy move, because I guarantee you all day he's been getting phone calls going, I don't know how I can spin this. This is a disaster.
Hey, Mike, since I didn't like the way our bit ended, can I play one more song for Parkland?
Solo D really did fucking take the starch right out of us, didn't he?
Can I get some...
Oh, yeah, you got the other one. Yeah, this one.
Fossil original song for Parkland by Phoebe Rose.
To my very good friend Emma Gonzalez and her fellow classmates at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. I'll tell my sister if you tell my brother that I may not be coming home. Blue skies are burning.
What the fuck, man?
Again, oh, fuck. Fucking, this is some of that more folky Lilith Fairy, Ani DeFranco type shit.
Gray, so I'm off in search of somewhere else to roam. It's not our old backyard anymore, and clouds are moving in. I wasn't ready for the end, so how do I begin?
It's deep, bro.
And maybe it'll be found as
I'm glad Rebecca Black's doing something after the Friday, so that's pretty dope.
She picked up guitar, which, that's got to help with
it's
your
an
music
instrument.
career.
fossils in the ground. Never forget.
Speaking of guitars, I hope this video ends like a fucking Jeff Jarrett segment.
He gets fired by WWE.
He goes to Mexico and gets drunk.
Yeah.
And embarrasses himself.
Said let it set in stone. And maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll come back to the place I used to call my home.
She doesn't have enough rings.
No, I know. Dude, I dated a chick like this who was just like a real frumperino, like a real Meg Griffin. No, really, seriously. And no, she was like me. It's this girl fucking, you can do first names, right?
Yeah.
All right, I dated this girl fucking Austin, and she was the worst human.
Well, that right there, I could tell you.
She was a piece of garbage. And but yeah, she was Meg Griffin. Like, she really, like, that's what this girl reminds me of, where you're just like, If you like my song, you're like, yeah, it's fine.
I guess.
Stop.
Can you do it in front of the high school though? That'd be better.
Everything with that one was just stop. Enough.
You can keep blowing kisses, but darling, we're in this, and this is how it's gonna be. You could pray for a better day, but save enough of your heart and soul to grieve. Wishing for something
She looks like the kind of girl whose bedroom inexplicably smells like a boy's bedroom.
Yes.
If that makes any sense.
She looks like she's really good at Call of Duty.
As fossils in the ground, never forget the things we did and said, let it set in stone.
Oh, I bet this girl thinks she's deep too.
Oh yeah, she has a Hamilton poster and everything.
This girl is gonna go to college with a fucking full head from high school worth of guys wanting to bang this dumpy fucking 5. No, you're really smart. You should be a singer or something. No, you know who should be a singer? Ariana Grande should be a fucking singer.
But it's bittersweet, 'cause in the end I know we'll meet on the other side of the plane.
It sounds like music you'd hear in an insurance commercial.
Yes.
You gotta stay down.
Look, I'll give it to the girl. Girl can sing okay, but she's not. There's nothing about that. Like everything. You know what she is? Like when you see some of the teams on Madden and all their stats are a 7.
Yeah.
You know, 7's fine, but ain't gonna get you nowhere.
No, maybe the AFL.
Being 7 at everything ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Oof. Those were rough. But
Good
anyway,
job,
at
guys.
least people tried.
Way to exploit those clickaroonies. Because that's all they're doing.
But we're the bad guys. We're the bad guys.
No, we're the bad guys, though. We're
We're the bad guys.
You know what, man? I enjoy it. I'm glad I'm the bad guy. I'm glad. I love calling all you fucking frauds out. It'll never get old. I said it on Twitter yesterday. Why do I constantly shit in the face of the system, knowing that one day the system's going to crush me under its boot? For the same reason I would slash a supervillain's tires. It's not going to stop him from taking over the world, but fuck him.
Well, totally straight and not gay, Michael Ian Black tweeted something. He said,
guy.
I'll say it. Assault weapons aren't the problem. Handguns are the problem. By all means, ban AR-15s and the like. But handguns kill far more people. The solution is to repeal and replace the Second Amendment. Make gun ownership a privilege, not a right. It's kind of like having a Comedy Central show for you, fuckface.
That was a privilege, and you lost it.
Yes.
You lost that privilege.
Hey, guess what? Nobody fucking cares what you think, Michael Ian Black.
Isn't he Canadian anyway?
Who fucking cares? Again, yeah, wasn't he Kids in the Hall?
Seems like it.
I don't remember.
He seems like he'd be Canadian.
Yeah, he acts like a Canadian.
No, he does, though. He comes off like a real Canadian.
Which is the second worst thing you could call a person.
Third, because we had...
Oh, you're right.
We're adding to the list. A lot of bad things you can call somebody.
Yeah. Hey, nobody cares, Michael Ian Black, what you have to say. We can?
No.
Okay,
we will not.
I was going to...
We won't do it. No, because, dude, I will have no part of it on the show. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Father of Pulse Gunman was an FBI informant, widow's attorney says.
Of course. Of course. Holy shit. The FBI are still the good guys, right? Supposedly?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Attorneys for the widow of the Pulse nightclub gunman, Omar Mateen, are calling for mistrial after they say prosecutors revealed that Mateen's father was an FBI informant. CBS affiliate WKMG reports that prosecutors sent an email on Saturday that stated Sadaqui Mateen was a confidential FBI source from 2005 until 2016, according to a motion filed by the defense. Omar Mateen's widow, Noor not going to work here anymore, is on trial in federal court on charges of aiding and abetting her husband, obstruction of justice, and lying to federal agents. If convicted, she could get life in prison. Her husband killed 49 people and injured at least 68 others when he opened fire in Pulse on June 12, 2016. WKMG reports that the email sent by the prosecutor stated that Sadiq Mateen is also being investigated for money transfer to Turkey to Pakistan. Salam's lawyer alleged that the new revelations prevented them from investigating whether or not Sadiq Mateen knew of his son's plans to go after the nightclub. So,
how many is that now?
Turns out.
How many bloodbaths is that now?
Turns out that not only is that a thing, but the FBI was also considering making Omar Mateen, the Pulse nightclub shooter, a confidential informant.
So there you go. How many is this now?
FBI Special Agent Juvenile Martin considered developing Omar Mateen into a confidential informant for the FBI after investigating him and not finding a tie to terrorism. Martin was directly responsible for Mateen's father, Sadiq, who was a confidential informant when he transferred to Miami in 2006. So, the FBI literally was in this family. And they did absolutely nothing. But it's the NRA's fault.
And then also Parkland, but they did absolutely nothing. And I'll say this right now. I can't say with any certainty, but I will tell you what my gut tells me. And I am willing to bet my fucking soul that the FBI did something and are somehow involved with what happened in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we've said that for a bit.
But
I agree.
I'm telling you, even though they won't, I think that it's going to, they are fucking, have everything on the line to keep that from getting out now. Because are they the good guys anymore? Because I feel like the FBI is essentially a terrorist organization at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how they could be the good guys anymore, right?
You don't get to call yourselves the good guys anymore until you do a shitload of house cleaning and you start getting a little more transparency going on.
And it's funny because whenever you hear all these like conservative people talk, conservative talk show host people talk about the FBI, they always preface it by like, well, there's tens of thousands really hardworking FBI agents. We're just talking about, okay, listen. So far, a lot of these people, maybe it's a top-down thing. You're right. I'm sure there's some FBI agents that are fucking awesome and do their job. However, this isn't one or two bad eggs anymore. There's a lot of problems. Like you said, they called 2 tips on the shooter in Parkland. They called... Mateen was investigated by the FBI, found to have nothing wrong with him, and almost became an informant. If you keep going down the list, it almost seems like maybe there's a bigger issue in what's going on. Maybe it has nothing to do with whether Trump slept with Stormy Daniels. And by the way, Mike and I right now aren't even too hot on Trump. We're fucking fighting boomers every day because we criticize the omnibus bill because we don't think it's 75D chess. But you have to understand this is why you guys are always going to lose, because the entire machine. You saw the rage for the machine that they changed the time cover.
Yeah. Oh.
All of this is the government pushing parts of the government, pushing the narrative to something else.
It was rage on behalf of the
There
machine.
it is.
Is what it was.
Pushing this onto somebody else. You can make all the songs you want. You can have all the kids march.
Please don't make any more songs.
Don't make any more songs. And if you do, don't do it in front of the school, please.
We like your solo D, but just dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? I would have given anything to go back in time for me and Royce to have changed our decision and to have gone to Parkland so we could have been there the day they were filming a rap video at the memorial.
It would have been just amazing. Last thing before we go, and you saw the picture today, Facebook stock took a big shit.
Yeah, after a series of shits.
We talked about the other ones, one new one that came up over the weekend. Facebook saves extensive call text data made by Android users. Mike, a lot of people don't use Android phones, do they?
Pretty much, I believe, a majority of people, right? More than iPhones.
More than iPhone because they're cheaper.
Yes.
Some Android cell phone users noted recently that Facebook had saved a virtual trove of their personal call data that extends back years. Amid an outcry over the social networks handling a controversy involving third-party application misuse of personal data, several Android users who pulled down the archive of data from Facebook found very detailed personal metadata. That information included call logs containing names, phone numbers, and length of each call made. In a statement given to Ars Technica, Facebook pointed out that the call log was a widely used practice to begin by uploading your phone contacts. In a statement given to the company, clarified Sunday that it only collects the data on users who opt in the feature of installing Messenger or Facebook Lite.
I bet you everybody's opted in by default, though.
Of course you are, but here's the thing: the opting in the feature when installing Messenger, you can't send messages on your phone unless you install Messenger. So you don't have a choice when you install it.
Are they gonna? Is this gonna be another? Because I mean, I know they're already in deep shit because all this data they're collecting, but could they also get in trouble in a similar to remember the Internet Explorer? Microsoft problem?
where Microsoft was fucking up the market because
this makes the Internet Explorer thing look like nothing, isn't it?
yeah, for you kids, I don't know, years ago, Microsoft got in trouble for installing Internet Explorer as a default browser on all of their products, and they were saying it's unfair to competition because it's integrated upwards. Basically, you can't delete Internet Explorer. By the way, you still can't to this day. You cannot uninstall it from a Windows computer. Yeah, that's going to make it look like nothing because they have call logs, links, and I'll tell you what, I guarantee you they probably would have recordings of calls. Mike and I always say it because Facebook says that they don't listen to your phone or whatever when you're not using it unless you're talking to it. Bullshit.
No.
How many times have you and I been talking about something and 2 minutes later?
Yep, we've had conversations, and then a friend of mine, Ben
Yeah.
said the same thing to me recently. He goes, "Yeah, man, like people just having conversations, and then ads show up on things like, yeah, dude, they're fucking listening."
And then ads specifically for what you were talking about come up, and you're like, how the fuck did you know that? And I didn't search for it. I didn't Google it or anything. It's not like they're pulling data from anywhere. You're talking. Don't tell me it's not fucking picking it up. Don't tell me it's not listening. That's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
I have never in my life been rooting harder for the government to ruin a company before. And I mean, look, Facebook's never going to go anywhere.
No.
It just has a lot of extra cash floating around, and I would love to see it all get wiped out and them just have to go, well, we're just going to keep making money and we'll trudge ahead and have that just all get,
and ironically,
cycle back into the fucking
Ironically, MySpace comes and buys Facebook. Circle of life.
Tom, we'll get behind you if we work out a deal here.
Yeah, Tom, if you let us do whatever the fuck we want.
And we want MySpace to be what to the left, what everything else has been to us all this time.
Mm-hmm.
We want just constant mass reporting. We need to get rid of guns. Boom! 30 days. Fuck out of here. Bye. Every single time. Yeah, well, we're not paying our teachers enough. And just boom! 30 days. Bye.
So
it'd be so great. Healthcare should be a right. Bing! Bye. 30 days.
See you later. And with that,
there is if you believe in the multiverse theory, there is some universe where that's happening, and God bless those people.
Thank you guys for listening. That's right, 2 hours have gone by that fast, and we pretty much only talked about one thing. We will get to the Stormy Daniels stuff tomorrow, I promise. But this show was too many things that had to do with Parkland and the March for Life. It's weird, man. Some days we can't find any prep, and then some days it's just too much stuff to talk about. Thank you.
Always tough.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. If you like the music today, it's C. Thomas Howell, SEETHOMASHOWL. Stop writing in the comments, who's the music? It's literally on your screen. And he's awesome. And of course, donate. It helps us. Anything you give helps us. Like Mike says, we have plateaued because the algorithm has fucking stopped us dead in our tracks. So we need you guys to share everything. Share our stories, share our articles, especially share our shows. iTunes, subscribe, and make sure you give us a 5-star rating. It helps us. Stitcher, everywhere. Thank you. People should have started receiving their swag today or tomorrow. That was mailed out. So we have all that out there. Go to our store at revengeofthesis.com. Hit shop. You could buy our shirts. You could buy mugs. You could buy anything your heart desires that has our faces on it.
Get a shirt.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back tomorrow.